So I just want to tune in, check in with y'all. Yeah, Mullen Outdoors, man. We trying to run it up. I got a whole lot more stuff to bring forth with a whole lot more content. So y'all tap in. Let me know where you're from, what you're doing. So as y'all know, man, this weather is crazy. I mean, it snowed days ago, but it's been so cold it just won't melt off. And every night it refreezes and turns back into ice. My boy over there, Frierson Off Road, he done flipped his razor. And I've been scared. I got out, man, and I started sliding all over flat pavement. So I was like, hey, you know what? Before I tear it up, before I even get it to a trail, I'm gonna set it down. But yeah, man. So we going fishing March 14th. Mark your calendars. We're gonna be going fishing Tennessee River, Chattanooga, which will be Chickamauga Dam. We're gonna go fishing up there, and yeah, you know, we should be getting on some good fish. They should be back on the spawn. We've also got some trips. I think we're going to Bon Aqua as an ATV park. We're gonna be going up there as soon as this weather, at least the snow clears off the road. You know, we really don't want to be traveling on the ice and snow. Main roads are good, but these secondary roads, nah. I've got some content on the channel, y'all, just riding around, kind of showing storm damage and just the condition of the roads in general. Man, it's bad out here. You know, I mean, the tires I got aren't necessarily snow tires. They ain't mud tires. They're quad box 808s. And so they're like a all terrain, cross terrain type tire, big nuggets. So that helps a little bit. I aired them down to get better traction. So if y'all out there and y'all are riding four wheelers, side by sides, whatever you riding, it's best, man, that you lower your air pressure down. What's going on, Penelope? Howdy, how you doing? So we're just talking about these conditions, man. You know, us Southerners ain't used to this, you know, crazy snow and ice, and that's what we got going on right there. So we got a lot of snow that's been frozen up and just won't melt. That's our issue right now. I know my boy Frierson, he, you know, we've been wanting to get out there. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? So we've been wanting to get out and start riding, you know, fishing, just doing outdoor stuff, man, working on the garden and all that good stuff. You know, spring is around the corner, and it's like Tennessee, we always get this late snow, late freeze, you know, in late January, early February. And then after that, it starts getting going, you know, starts melting and things start getting better. And then we start getting hit with the tornadoes, and that's when it really gets scary. So yeah, hey Penelope, how you doing? We got two in here, 11 people in the building. How y'all doing, man? You know, we're going live today. It's the first time it's hard for me to pick up the camera and press record. I always got stuff going on, but my mind is always, man, don't nobody want to see that. Don't nobody want to hear that. But I've been trying to do a little bit better. So I hope y'all are good. Where's everybody from? You know, tap in where you from. And how is the weather conditions where you at right now? Because over here, the weather is, yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, y'all like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button for you guy, man. This is the first time going live. Right now, we're just in the house, man. There ain't much to do. Sitting in the house with the dogs. We got propane heat going, got the central unit going. It ain't keeping up with the cold. Yeah, I think right now our temperature is like 16 degrees. You know, we don't got no winds. That's good, but it's still cold. So, I see 24 people in here, man. Y'all, where y'all from? What y'all got going on? Oh, 16 people. We didn't drop. They said, I'm out of here. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Excuse me. Still getting over this little cough that's you know, all this stuff is starting to break up, and I don't know what's going on, man. I tested negative for everything, but yeah, I just want to come in, jump in. This is my first live, just kind of get used to it, you know, see what it's all about. So yep, but yeah, man, just trying to deal with this weather, and then we can get back out, like I said, get back to this fishing stuff. I'm ready to put some biggins in the boat. Didn't get not one deer this year. Hey, what's up? Ashudo, yeah. Hey, everybody. Yeah, man, didn't get no deer. Y'all know I fish. If y'all check my videos, I love to fish, man. We'll get on top of that. Just got into the whole ATV thing, and I don't know about getting out there tearing up my stuff. Y'all be seeing them people flipping and tearing up they rides. I ain't with that. I go out there. I'm just gonna be film committee. I'll be film crew. I ain't trying to flip. I ain't trying to crash, wreck. None of that. I'll just go out there and no, I'm not Indian. Not Indian. But yeah, man. I'm in Tennessee. Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Y'all, what's y'all weather status out there? You know, the whole seems like the whole southeast then got hit with snow. We're not used to it, so you know. Yeah, I'm from West Tennessee. You know, that's where I live at. deep in the country. Yep, yep. No, I'm not from India. But yeah, so first live, man. I just want to kind of test this out. I'll be coming back more with y'all, getting y'all more content and stuff. And yeah, March 14th, like I said, I don't know if y'all came in from the beginning, but March 14th, I've got a fishing trip scheduled. I'm going out to Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's on the eastern side of Tennessee. We're gonna throw a couple of big ones in the boat. We only use them big chunks of bait, man. I'm talking about look like shark bait. And that's what we're going for. Some big catfish, large bass. We got largemouth, spotted mouth, or spotted mouth, largemouth, spotted bass, smallmouth bass, striped bass. If they're running, around that time in March, it's still gonna be cold. The water temperature be cold, so I don't know. Catfish, we definitely get on them. We got the channel catfish. I don't really care for. I just throw them back. I throw all of them back, but as far as what I'll eat some yellow cats, and I will eat some flatheads. You know what I'm saying? Flatheads, yellow cat, same thing. I'll eat like blue catfish. But if they're too big, I just throw them back, man. Come back and fish. Especially when you get in that current, them fish will feel like a 10-pound fish will feel like a 50-pounder. Yeah, it's really like that. And also, we got the motorhome, y'all. We're going to be doing some traveling. I was going to get a camper, but I was like, well, if I get a camper, then I got to pull the camper set up. Then I got to come back, get other stuff. So we got a little motorhome I want y'all to check out. Them old school stuff is solid. So, yeah. Do I like India? I've never been to India. I like some Indian food. But, yeah. So, Indonesia. You're Indonesian, Latasha outfit? Okay. And y'all know our friend Penelope is in here. Penelope, howdy. Y'all say hey. Tell her what's up. But yeah, man, my guy Frierson Off-Road, he flipped his Razor. And if y'all don't know what a Razor is, it's like these little off-road looking buggies. They look cool, and you're like, what in the world is that? Yeah, the Polaris Razors and the Can-Am, all of them, they're just like UTV. They should just be farm vehicles. Now people are driving them like cars. And you see a lot of people wrecking and crashing and just doing treacherous stuff, tearing them up. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to flip over and nothing. I don't even like riding roller coaster rides. So I definitely, definitely ain't trying to flip over my own stuff. I do my own maintenance, but you're responsible for that. So, I was like, man, I'm scared, Jerry. I got my seatbelt on. I'm gonna wear a helmet. I'm gonna wear shoulder pads, elbow pads, and some of them boxing gloves. I'm gonna have the whole shebang on, some cowboy boots and everything. That's right. If I can, I'll throw some airbags in there. But yeah, man. So just wanted to check in with y'all. And hey, do me a favor, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to run it up to 500. 500, yeah. So that way we can keep growing. And then, I want to get to like 1,000 and we can start doing more stuff. Those that stick around, man, Penelope, I, make y'all like some moderators because, yeah, we need mods and stuff. So with that being said, I think I'm going to get off of here and come back when I got something to talk about. Oh, I do have a scary story I want to tell about real quick. Man, we went riding on these trails. It's called Natchez Trace. I know a lot of states have like some sort of Natchez Trace, Natchez Highway. In Tennessee, it's a state forest. It's a state forest / state park called Natchez Trace State Park. Oh man, this is the scariest thing, and yes, this is true. There's a lake out there. It's called Cub Lake, and there's trails that go all around the lake. Like Jeep trails, 4-wheeler trails. They got horse trails, hiking trails. Well, the park technically there's no gates or nothing like that. It's a state forest, so you can just drive. There's no. It's not like they come out and lock it up. I think they lock up the lake where the parking lot is. There's like at your city park, you got that big old gate that goes out, and usually a sheriff or a park ranger will come and put a lock on it. That's the only gate that I've seen. Other than that, all the trails and stuff, they're open. You're not supposed to be on them, but they are open. So we was out there one night. We were riding and coming from one little town. Instead of going the long way, taking the highways, we decided we were going to cut through the state park. And thank you, Penelope, for I'm trying to do my best, but yeah. So we took this trail through the state park, and man, it was the weirdest thing, right? Because like it's pitch black dark. There's no ambient light. There's no telephone poles. No nothing. It's the only light you got is the light on your vehicle. And so we were riding, and we topped this hill, and like I seen like flashers down the road. So I was like, hey, it was me and two other friends. One was on a 4-wheeler and one was in his pickup truck. We were just riding. He was in the truck following us in case, and I was in the little Razor, and he was following us just in case, we had a breakdown. You know what I'm saying? And so we were driving, I seen flashes, so I started slowing down, pumping my brakes because these trails are narrow and sometimes there's a lot of blind curves and people move fast. And so we got up there and there's like a trail that leads off. It's a tiny trail, it's like a dead end trail. It goes off to a cemetery. I think it's called the names are relevant. I don't even know the name. But anyways, we went and I seen the vehicle like past that. And so we slowed down by where the cemetery was because I saw somebody walking top the hill. I saw a white dress flowing, like, like in the wind, like a white dress. So I said, hey, 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 I told my buddy, I said, let's turn up in there. I think somebody's walking in there. They may not know the park. They may not know this area. Let's go up there, check, and make sure they're okay because I see a vehicle up here with flashers going. So I saw a white dress. Like I saw somebody, I don't know if it was a jacket, a blanket that they had wrapped around them, but I saw them. They topped the hill and so I drove up, didn't see nobody. So I was like, well, it's a dead end. So you kind of go and there's a big tree in the middle and you go around the tree. So when I was going around the tree, I saw this person walking out of the trail. So I'm like, how did we pass them? So we get over there and we come back onto the main trail, going back in the direction we were coming towards the vehicle that had the flashers on, right? And I'm like, well, maybe they're walking towards the vehicle. But keep in mind, it's like, it's like a tenth of a mile. It's like they either were moving fast, they was on some sort of off-road hoverboard. I don't know, but bro, like, how did we pass you? And so we get up there, and like I said, now we've turned around, we've gone around the tree. I see this person walking back out of this little cemetery trail. So we get up there, and I get back to the, like the little, it's a three-way. You turn off into the trail. And so we turn back right to go in the direction we were headed initially, towards the vehicle with the flashing lights. And I get up there and I'm like, man, where did this person go? So we get to the vehicle, the lights are flashing, and there's a dog inside the cab. Now it's nighttime, it's not hot, it's not cold. It's probably, y'all know how it gets in the evening. It was like late summer, I think it was August, September. So it was like maybe 60 degrees. So it wasn't bad. But the dog's in there just going hysterically crazy. And I'm like, he probably doesn't know us. He's probably in protective mode because, his owner left him in the vehicle. So you guys, let's not mess with it. So my buddy was like, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and just hang out for a minute and just, I just want to check it out, make sure this person's all right. So we're like, all right, that's cool. So we sit there and it seems like we sat there forever. We were just talking about any and everything. We sat there for about 10, 15 minutes. Finally, we start hearing a scream come back towards from the cemetery. So my buddy hops on his four-wheeler and he's like, I'll go check it out. And I was like, all right, because, we're on a trail. It's really hard for us to turn around in these big old vehicles. So he rides down the trail. We hear his engine. He rides on down. And then all of a sudden we hear like he's sliding. You can hear like gravel, rocks, like he's sliding. And then all of a sudden I hear a horn. And I'm like, he don't have a horn on his four-wheeler. So is there another vehicle down there? We get down there. I turn around. I'm like freaking out. So I, turn around, drive down. When we start getting close, I start hearing screaming, ah, ah, ah. Oh, I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Did he fall off? Did he flip? Did he wreck? What the hell happened? So we get up there and he's right there at that little intersection. It's like a three-way, it's like you drive down and then there's a way where you can turn. We're headed back, so now we're turning left to go on this little cemetery trail. I'll get the name of it. And he's over there, his four-wheeler's on its side, and he's screaming. He's laying on the ground. He's holding his knee and he's screaming to the top of his lungs. I'm talking about, I'm freaking out. I got every hair on my body stand up, and I don't got much hair on my head or my body. Everything is standing straight up. I'm creeped out. It's pitch black dark. The only light we got is these four-wheelers. His is on its side. His engine's still running. So my other buddy comes over there. He turns it off. I hop off. I'm like, man, what the hell happened? How did you even flip? There's nothing, unless you were just going 90 miles an hour and turn abruptly, but why would you do that? He's like, she pushed me off. She pushed me off. She pushed me off. I'm like, who pushed you off? He's like, she pushed me off. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And man, I looked down at his knee and he had on shorts and his leg was all red. His kneecap was hanging off to the side. The patella, your kneecap, was hanging to the side. He's screaming, she pushed me off. She pushed me off. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We got to get your four-wheeler. We got to load up on the truck. He's like, man, forget that. He's like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So we're all like freaking out. I'm talking about I'm in fight or flight mode because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Where's this woman? Where's this lady that he's talking about pushed him off? So he's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm scared. I mean, I'm sweating scared. So we finally get him in the razor. He can't walk. His kneecap's hanging off to the side. We go, we drive up, we get back to the main road, there's starting to be lights and stuff. We finally get up there. One of our guys called his old lady, or his woman, his girlfriend, fiance, I think it is. come meet us down there, bring the truck so we can load his four-wheeler. And the whole time he's hyperventilating. I'm like, man, I'm scared. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Where's this lady? Where did she go? He's like, bro, when we finally get there, we asked him, like, man, what happened? He was like, bro, I was driving, and he's like, I went to turn. I was only going like 10 miles an hour. He's like, I don't know if they had a rope over the trail, and it caught me across the chest and slung me off. And he's like, my four-wheeler went forward and kind of hit an embankment and turned on its side. He's like, but whatever it was, there must have been a rope or something that I couldn't see. It's pitch black dark, so he's like, I couldn't see anything, and I wasn't going fast. But he's like, man, when I fell off, you know what I'm saying? That lady ran out and started grabbing my shoulder and started pulling at me. And he said, when I looked at her face, it was ghostly white, pale. He's like, man, and he was like, it scared the crap out of me because she grabbed me by the shoulder and started trying to pull me off the trail. And he's like, by that time, I just started screaming. He was like, she kind of tugged at me a little bit, but didn't really pull me. And he was like, yeah. He was like, when y'all got down there, I don't know where she went. I don't know what vehicle it was. We eventually went back and got the license plate. And I see that truck all the time. It's an old man that drives it. I think those are like hunting dogs. I've yet to ask him who that lady was. Was she like someone that he knows? Was she tweaked out on meth? What the heck that was about? I don't know, man. But yeah, that was really, really, really scary. We eventually did go back. We had a couple more people come with us, and we went and got his four-wheeler back. Man, we didn't even turn it off. I'm surprised the engine didn't lock up because it was on its side. But we went back and got his four-wheeler. But to that day, like, he went to the emergency room. They reset his knee, and like he was in a brace. Apparently, it's common. His kneecap comes out. Like, it's creepy, man. So you ever see somebody's kneecap in their knee off to the side? It's disgusting. It's And then just the circumstance, being out on a trail in the pitch black dark, it feels like you're miles away from civilization. But to that day, man, I do not know what was going on. I saw her with my own two eyes. True story. I saw a woman walk up the cemetery trail. When we went down the trail, turn around, get to the end of the trail, there's a big tree. You turn around the trail, come back. I seen the woman going back out the trail. And the reason I say it's a woman, because they had long hair. And it was kind of flowing, like you could see the hair, and what's weird is like, as dark as it was like a glow to him. I don't know, man. It's to this day, I still get creeped out. This happened last year in September, August, towards the end of summer. And that just creep me out. Yes, it is very creepy, Penelope, very creepy. And he was okay. We did get his four-wheeler. His four-wheeler was fine. It wasn't tore up, nothing like that. We see this old man. If I tell you what, I'm getting more into recording. So if I ever see that old man, I got these glasses that'll record, and I got my phone. If I ever see that old man, there's a little gas station called Dottie's. It's like a gas station with a little cafe in it. I always see that truck up there. I don't know this old man. I just see the truck, and I've seen him around. And if I ever see him, I'll ask him, hey, back last year, September, August, we seen your truck out in the woods, was there a woman with you? I'll ask him and find out, because, man, that was the creepiest, scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I mean, I get chills just thinking about it. And I live out in the country, too. Like, country. Matter of fact, come with me. Let me show you something. Let me show you how dark it gets out here in the country. Hang on. Stand by. We're going to go on the back porch. And it's extremely cold, so y'all chill. Okay. Let's see if I can show you. There's no ambient light out here. And you can see, man, like the only light that's out shining right now, that's the moonlight. That's the moonlight. So I live in the deep over there. We got some street lights on. But yeah, and at the back out there, you can't see it. But way out towards that darkness, there's a trail behind my house that I usually ride. We got a little bit of property. So yeah. When you're out here, you get away from cities and towns. Yeah, man, it gets dark. So I appreciate y'all sticking through with me for these past 20 minutes. We'll go back live another time, man. We'll do this again. That was fun, and this was my first time. Hey, country life is the best life, Penelope. That's right. Country life is the best life. We got some chickens. We had some goats, but those are some destructive little... I try to keep this channel clean, but those are some destructive little animals. They've torn up my trailers. You know how you got your trailer wires for your lights? They go in there and they get their horns, and even the girl goats got horn, and they just yank with their head, just yank. They've gone under my truck, and there's wires that run all up underneath your vehicle. They've gone under there and yanked wires and pull stuff. And so we got rid of them. We started selling them, and towards the end, I was like, you know, I don't even care to sell them. Just give them away. Goats are destructive. Destructive. Get you some chickens. You know, you can survive off chickens. We're not preppers, but we like to stay prepared. But hey, man, I love y'all. This is Mullen Outdoors, and I think we're gonna conclude this live, and we will check y'all on the next one. So till then, stay blessed. Love y'all.